Greetings, welcome to Love Them Knives channel. Bark River, you know, I'm going down that road again, and I probably will a few more times in the future sometime because I'm intrigued with these knives. I think they're high quality, made in the UP in Michigan. Of course, my mom and her family all, generations lived in Michigan, came from Michigan. My grandfather had a cabin up in the UP, Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Escanaba is up there. Marquette's up there. That kind of thing. Heavy leather sheath. This is the Bravo 2. Check it out. I mean, I love this huge tang hanging out this back here because, you could put paracord in there. You can use it as a lashing point, but also as an impact tool because if you're out in the woods, you might need to, I guess you could even use it, tent stakes or whatever. I mean, I wouldn't recommend that, but there are just times when you need an impact tool, and this is really cool. And then you've got this little guard here that kind of, protects your fingers from running down the blade. You got a thumb ramp here, which I really like this. I mean, do I prefer like a silver nickel guard or something? Yeah, I guess, because then it really does kind of protect your hand from moving down the blade. But that's not the way this is set up, although I really like this design. And this is the Bravo 2. Just the regular Bravo is a lot smaller knife than this. And I don't know, maybe I should have I think maybe in the future I will try to grab just a Bravo and maybe one of their trail knives or even really a real small little knife, that they make too. They just make so many knives. And I had to get these out of my system, the bigger knives, this and the Michigan Bowie. And then, now that I'm thinking better of it, really to have a really tiny fixed blade from Bark River in like S35 VN or 3V or whatever. This is a S35 VN. So yeah, I mean, mostly it's A2 tool steel and stuff, but they do use S35 VN. They use CPM, or they use 154 CM. I've seen that. I'm not sure they're using that as much anymore. And then they're using LMAX as well. So different blade materials. This convex grind, on the edge. And if you look at this one, look at the grind here. It's a little uneven. I mean, they're hand, these are hand ground. That one, not so slick. If you look at this, you would think, I'm looking at the grind line coming up here and I'm rolling it over, and you know what? It's not completely equal. This one runs out a little further here, and this one not as far because this one, right, is not ground as deep down in here as that side. It's just, you can kind of look at that and you can kind of tell this is not quite even here, but on the whole, this is a bush knife, this is a trail knife, this is a camp knife, this is a knife that that's gonna see hard use and outdoors, and I think you're okay here in any case. Just saying, because compare it to the Michigan Bowie I got. Look at the grind there. Little different in symmetry, but be what it may. Let me see if I can set things down. S35 VN. Pretty good size knife. Not as big as the Michigan Bowie, but sharp, isn't it? Oh, come here. Give me some of this. wrote on the other side. But yeah, YouTube. Oh, Escanaba. There you go. My notes. Guess I threw them away. In any case, yeah, sharp knife. They know how to put an edge on a knife. And this is really going to be very corrosion resistant, being S35VN. So it's great steel. Nice, heavy duty. Leather sheath, real stiff on here. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, smells like leather. I love it. Okay, so how big a old knife is this? Well, that's pretty big. I think it's like 7-inch blade, 12-inch overall. Yeah, so what is that? 18 centimeters. And, well, 12 inches overall until you get out to that. To the tang, and adds another, inch, half inch. So about 30 centimeters overall. Good size knife. Bigger than the Bravo. And I think the Bravo was that was the first one, and it was for, oh God. I'll put the links to the videos on Bark River that Apostle P did, so you can kind of see the interview and him talking about, they made the Bravo knife. I believe it was for the Marines, a specific unit that had to do with getting out in the woods and whatever. And so they made that knife. It wasn't designed to be a fighting knife, etc. This is a larger version of that. So yeah, bigger, heavier, probably totally impractical to carry around in a military context. But, this is the woodsman example, heavier for chopping, camp knife having a little bit more heft and blade length to it. And what do we got for blade width? Well, we got 0.217 millimeters, 5.5. Not quite a 1/4 inch thick stock. 5.5. If it was a little over 6 millimeters, it'd be 1/4 inch, but it's not. But that's pretty heavy stuff. That's pretty heavy stuff. I love this antique ivory micarta. Yeah, I'm a sucker for it, so that's my preferred color. You can get this obviously in green or black, or I'm sure they make it in, you can order it, so you can get wooden handles, you can get different types of things. You've got a lanyard hole right here. So could this be used as a lanyard hole too? Yeah, or as an attachment point if you were gonna lash this down to something. I guess you could do that too. Beautiful knife though. Love it. Let's see how much it weighs. And not quite a pound. 13.6 ounces. So, 384 grams. So it's not terribly light, but I don't think that's the point. Full tang all the way through. I mean, all the way through. This being part of that as well. Thumb ramp that's got jimping on it. Feels good in the hand. It really does. Yeah, and it's a handful too. How fat is that dog? Let's find out. Ooh, yeah. Almost an inch. Almost that, 24 millimeters, almost an inch thick. So it's a big knife. I mean, if you had a normal EDC pocket knife, big difference, right? Whew. But it's sharp. They really put an edge on this. Can you imagine? Now this is something that you can use for years and years and years, and maybe even pass down in your family. So I just thought it was really cool. I mean, he was talking about in those videos, I'm going to put the links to, talking about, you know, the different metals and the heat treat being critical on like S35VN, also especially on LMAX and stuff that they use in some of their knives. So, you know, he has a lot of experience. Mike Stewart does. He's the owner. You know, they started in Bark River in his barn and moved into Escanaba in a more of an industrial building setting and stuff. And then I think he did an expansion as well. And, you know, so he's got, like, his workers are like his family. He knows them all. He knows, you know, their kids, and it's a real family type of operation. And he knows his business. He knows what he's doing. He has a lot of experience. You know, co-founder of Blackjack Knives, which the Halo is on my list of getting my hands on too. I really think that's a cool looking knife. And that's a lot like the Randall Fighter. And he talks about that too. A lot of the Randall designs, you know, have been brought along in, you know, Blackjack and some of the places that he's run. So, yeah, a lot of these, of course, designs are timeless designs that get remade by different knife companies as they go. Not a problem. Beautiful knife. Really like the Bravo. Bravo 2. Big knife. Maybe not way too big, but this is like maybe the big knife, or this being the Michigan Bowie. I mean, being an ultra big knife. This is over 15 inches. Stay together, boys. Wow, they want to move. Okay, so, you know, this is over 15 inches. This is a foot long. Big, huge camp knives. But, you know, for skinning and normal chores that you might do out camping or hunting, yeah, you'd want a smaller knife. A lot more utility oriented for skinning and just general small chores around that would be more convenient. These are big, huge knives for a lot of heavy impact work, that kind of thing as well. So, I mean, every knife has its, you know, its use, and it's designed for a specific purpose. These are the heavier trail knives, and I think they're so cool. And I love the design, like this too, like the guard and the inlays and everything that are done on this. But the Bravo 2 has got its own beauty to it. The thumb ramp, the really nice steel that they use this in, the full tang that you can see running through the handle slabs here. I like this. I know this will come in handy here. Lanyard hole, things that this doesn't have. So as far as if I had to choose between the two and really had to depend on one, I think this would be the one, actually. Thank you for joining me. It's been fun. A little fixed blade action never hurts anything. Nice knives from Bark River. I think I'm going to grab me one or two of the smaller ones and do reviews on those as well. Because I think, actually, in my permanent collection, I think I want a Halo. And I think I want to get a small, real easy, concealable fixed blade that I can carry in my pocket. And I'm still going through, they have so many different knives. I'm still going through them, trying to figure out which one do I want, because I think I want one in LMAX, because he knows how to heat treat LMAX. There, either LMAX, S35VN, or maybe 3V. Steal one of those, but still looking. We'll make a decision. Thanks for joining me. You know what we do. We love them knives. Stay sharp, my friends.